Hello, my name is Caleb Smith with the Rocket Miner newspaper, here to provide an update for September 4th, 2020. Home football games finally arrived in Sweetwater County tonight, with Rock Springs playing at home, as did Green River. I just want to show you just a couple pictures from tonight's game. Both school districts were requiring face masks at check-in. Rock Springs, you had to have registered your ticket in advance and be willing to go through some extra checks. Generally speaking, I really didn't see too many people having issues with masks. There were some little kids who were sneaking a couple extra breaths, or maybe when you're trying to pull down the water bottle, but generally didn't seem to be an issue. Though I did see some officials occasionally remind people to keep on track. Had a pretty good turnout for the game. Small contingent from Gillette, but the home team was certainly well represented. The Thunder Basin team scored first, getting a field goal to start the lights shining on the scoreboard. But Rock Springs quickly scored 7 points. Gillette responded and then never trailed for the rest of the game. Honestly, if you would have cut out the second and third quarters when Rock Springs kind of stayed stagnant for a while, just not quite being able to get all the way to the end zone, it would have been a much tighter game. Halftime's always a favorite for me. It may not surprise some of you to know that I was in the marching band, so I always pay close attention to the halftime show entertainment. The band went with an 80s theme and music and dress, as these pictures show. Playing Def Leppard's Pour Some Sugar on Me. Before wrapping up the song and leaving it to the dance squad. And I admit, I am too old to recognize whatever song they were dancing to. After a cheerleading routine, then the football team resumed on the field, did some warm-ups. As I mentioned before, third quarter was kind of quiet, but there were some quick scoring in the fourth quarter and a bit more celebration than what we'd previously seen. It was nice to see them bringing out the flags. This being my favorite touchdown right here. While they surged, ultimately it was, sorry about that. Ultimately the score was 41-21. But seeing how the Tigers measured up against the team that's as of late been the one to beat on week one, that gives them a good idea where they're at and where they hope to be by the end of the season. One other thing that officials stressed repeatedly over the speakers and even in some mini commercials, PSAs on the new scoreboard, and this was the first game played on the new field, was that the hope is that the community participates because they want the students to be able to close out the year. They want to start they want to finish what they start. They don't want to start anything they can't finish. Anyway, it was nice to see some local football and see some revved up fans and even catch the next generation. Late in the fourth quarter, when some people were already clearing out the seats, getting an early jump ahead of the traffic, I was listening to what I assumed to be a family behind me, looked like a father and a son. And he was breaking down the difference between varsity versus junior varsity versus sophomore and freshman. Just started to teach some of the fundamentals and how the game works, and like passing on traditions and fun. Anyway, this has been Caleb Smith with the Rocket Miner newspaper. Wishing you a good day and a safe tomorrow. And a win next time we're at home. Thank you. Bye.